everybody.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Down here having a beer after hours and hours of video editing on.
Mine's empty.
Yeah.
Break it all.
All right. Let's get a drinking problem.
Mm-hmm.
After hours and hours of video editing and this year's Shock Stock 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Brought to you by the review. Brought to you by the guys from Doomgoryum's Horror Emporium.
He's Axemaster.
He's Happy Wax.
That's Jimmy.
This is Jimmy, and this is Chuck Norris. Go ahead.
Chuck Norris beat the sun in a steering contest.
Oh yeah. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
And yeah, Shock Stock 2012.
Yeah, it was awesome. I had a blast. We were there all 3 days. Last year was the first year for it, and you know, it was great. It was good. But I think you and I were under when we walked in there. The first things we said was, "Holy shit!" You know what I mean? It was just bigger and better, and there was like lots more stuff there, and way more actors, and
yeah,
it was just it was pretty awesome.
They had well, let's list some of the actors. They had Lynn Griffin from Curtains, Black Christmas, and of course
Strange Brew.
And they had people from Demons.
Yeah.
Jaretta, and
Bobby Rhodes.
Bobby Rhodes, the pimp.
Yep. And then Fred the Hammer Williamson.
Yeah. How can we forget Fred?
Who my son actually? I was. You know what? We were going to interview him, and I didn't want him to punch me in the face.
Yeah.
So
we just didn't know what to say to Fred the Hammer, and we're like,
yeah,
we should do something. And then at the end,
yeah, I felt like an ass because my son Spence, like the whole we would neither of us would talk to him. Do you know what I mean? Because he's just like an intimidating kind of a figure. Yeah. And my son goes up and. I mean, he talked to him for what, probably 15, 20 minutes, and he gave him a signed picture.
Gave it to him.
Signed it for free, and he was going to give him a movie of his. But you know, my son said we already had it, which we do. So.
And he's got this imposing look that would make even Chuck Norris might think twice, but not for very long. I mean, because.
Chuck Norris doesn't wear a watch. He decides what time it is.
There you go.
Oh yeah. So you know.
Yeah, he was pretty awesome. And then we had Joe Pilato, who my poor little daughter will probably never be the same again after hearing the interview that we did with him. So, but you know what though? In his defense, and he was awesome. He was in character, and he did ask. He asked us first if it was okay to talk like that. And I said, go for it. You know what I mean? So he was a super nice guy. He's really polite. So.
Yeah, we got to meet Madeline Brumby and Olivia Lacroix from Dear God No.
Super friendly.
Very lovely ladies.
Yep,
for
super
sure.
friendly.
And
the big man.
The big man himself, Kane Hodder.
Yep.
And I was crapping my drawers trying to figure out what to ask this guy, and we got this awesome interview.
Yeah. And
Kane, if you're watching this, what happened was. After you called me Ass Master, the video cut out because our mic, the battery died. So we're going to try to see if we can remember what I asked. I'm pretty sure I remember what I'll do a voiceover. But, like, I mean, it was such a great video. And, you know, we got ourselves pumped up because Kane Hodder's another one of those guys that only...
Chuck Norris is not afraid of death. Death is afraid of Chuck Norris.
that only Chuck Norris could approach without, you know, feeling a little intimidated. So, but I mean, that was the one technical glitch we had that entire weekend. Yeah. So
my fault. It was I'll take the blame for it.
It was just, you know, it's just something that happens when you're running a battery for, you know, for that long, and you're kind of starstruck, and you don't really notice until you get out of the interview, and you're like, there's a red light on this. What the hell does that mean? You know. So Jimmy gave us shit about that one because he's a real Kane Hodder fan.
He actually choked me out in the parking lot on the way out. So
we got Metropole tickets from the people from Demons.
Yes.
We got to see.
These
Demons.
are the actual. These are like the real ones that they had in the movie. Remember that I think they said there was like 100 of them or something. Like that?
Yeah.
So, but we got a pair.
So
awesome. Didn't get them signed, but. We got lots of other stuff in there too. You know, the one thing that I take away from this whole event that will last with me forever until next year was how close you could get to everybody. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know we always talk about, you know, the expos and stuff, and they rush you through because they do. You know what I mean? But at Shock Stock, I mean, I felt like I know each one of them personally now. You know what I mean? Like, there was nothing stopping you going up there and talking to them for you know, forever. Really, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was packed in there. So, I mean, you couldn't sit down and have lunch with these guys. But, I mean, there was nobody pushing you through. You know what I mean? Like saying hurry up or all that. Like, I mean, everybody was friendly. They were outgoing. You know what I mean? And the great thing, too, is they walked through the crowd. Like, there were so many awesome vendors there. Like, if you check on the Shockstock or just Google Shockstock, all the pictures on Facebook and stuff, like, you'll see Bobby Rhodes and Greta and Kane. Like, they're actually at other people's booths. Do you know what I mean?
Walking
like,
around, yeah. It's not like Fan Expo where you're in a line like a huge line and you just don't get a chance.
Yep.
And we hope it stays that way, but I guess that's kind of hoping that doesn't get big. So that's kind of the thing about getting big. The other people that were there too, we should mention, is Joanna Angel, porn star, if you're into that. Yep. And then, not if there's anything wrong with that. Nope. And then there was Claudio Simonetti of Goblin, and on Saturday night we went to see Goblin at the London Music Hall, and we've got some video later on in the whole Shockstock thing on Doomgoryum's site here that we're going to put up.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, it was
overall
it was cool.
We got to meet.
We got to meet also later. We're going to break everything down in segments. This is kind of just us rambling about the whole Shockstock experience. But we got to meet a whole bunch of young up and coming filmmakers. We got to meet Torrin Langan of Candle Flame Films, Zach Ramelon of Rec Films,
two awesome guys.
Steve Villeneuve of Digger Films. We're going to do some reviews on their short films later on, and there's interview footage of all these guys. We also did the fellow who did the movie Legend of the
Psychotic Forest Ranger, Brad Mills.
Brad Mills was there.
Yep.
Psychotic Forest Ranger, we got to meet him, and you know, we watched Shortstock. I mean, Shortstock was awesome.
Shortstock was awesome, and can I just say for the record, my favorite film, we entered Nadine's film in Maya's Journal, but my favorite, out of all the short films that we saw, was the bus stop clip, and it's on YouTube now. Dustin Adrian, it's like 10 seconds long, and I still think about it now. Like, if you can check it out on YouTube, just go to, I think it's called The Bus Stop or something like that, but I don't want to tell you what it is or anything about it, but it's so funny. I had tears in my eyes. I was laughing so hard when I saw it. So that was good job, Dustin.
So a rating for Shockstock this year, I'd have to say 10 out of 10 for me, you know, like.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, I hope, they said that they were, Jake kind of said it at the music hall that there was going to be Shockstock 3, and I after going to this one, I seriously hope there is one, because it was awesome. Yeah. So.
Like, and we should mention too the vendors. I mean, like, tons of vendors. There was vendors there for everything from posters to.
And the good thing too is they're all local guys. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, they had poster guys there. That's
videos, DVDs.
Yep, effects guys.
Effects,
it was overwhelming. So you check out our interviews, and we have a video. You know what I mean, going around the whole everything. You know what I mean? So you can see it all on there. You can see all the vendors that were there. Fangor Trauma was actually there too. They're a pretty big independent film company. They've been around forever. So, but yeah, check out the videos, and you know, we give a through the aisles kind of look as to everything that was there. So if you missed it, I don't know what you were thinking.
Yeah, be there next year, or
Chuck Norris makes onions cry.
Yeah, and you don't want to cry.
All right, check out the rest of the reviews on this segment of Shockstock, and we will try to. We're going to get some more reviews for you. We got upcoming reviews include The Cabin in the Woods on Doomgoryum Report, and Night of the Living Dead Reanimation 3D on the Doomgoryum Report.
Surprisingly good.
So stay tuned, and yeah, stay scared.
All right, see you guys.
Chuck Norris doesn't breathe. He holds air hostage.
Air hostage.